Hello and welcome back to Katwoman Cosplay. If you're new here, welcome home, and if you've been here before, welcome back. I am getting ready for Colossalcon, Colossalcon Prime specifically. There are quite a few. Oh, that is my Yayahan. She's awake. I'm getting ready for Colossalcon Prime. Oh, she's really awakening now. Okay. And I'm getting ready for Colossalcon Prime, which is coming up at the end of May, beginning of June. And I'm going to be Mau Mau. We're gonna be Princess Peach and Meg and all of these different things. So I'm gonna be there this year from Wednesday until Sunday. So I need a lot of cosplays to fill those days. So I'm gonna be there with my friend Heather and Callie and all of their friends. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. Randy can't come this year because he has to continue working until the end of the school year. It's a girls trip, so it'll be a lot of fun. So come with me on this prep vlog for Colossalcon 2026. Also, I got like this Sanrio characters Starry Night Party Magician, and I thought it looked like Sailor Moon. But I got my sweet piano. Isn't she adorable? And there she is on my little Five Below shelves. I also, of course, have Miku in Sailor Moon and Tuxedo Mask, and Littlest Pet Shops, and Sylveon. Originally, I wanted to bring Twilight Princess Zelda to Colossalcon Prime. I mean, I just don't have time to do stuff like that right now. So I think I will wear my wedding Zelda, not the white one, but the Nick Costumes blue one, and get some like really good pictures in that. Maybe I'll have Zelda made by like a later con in the summer or something. But I'm not really stressed about it. I'm just kind of like, it'll get done when it gets done, and I'll wear it when I wear it. Honestly, sewing on my Yaya has really revamped my entire sewing experience because look at all this she's doing, and she doesn't even seem to be struggling. Like, I love her. This is all my fabric that I'm using for Mau Mau, and coming up is Litten with the Tims on. He doesn't have Tims on right now, but he is Litten. Cute, hun. You're cute. That was cute. A little commotion in the chat for Randy, my wonderful husband. He got Litten for himself, and he got me Tuxedo Sam from Build-A-Bear. I hope this little segment kind of gives you some viewership into my process of cosplay, which is just cutting, sewing, ironing, looking frazzled, and doing whatever this is coming up. And I will tell you when it comes up because, well, you will know when it comes up because I think I lost the plot around that time, sometime there. But here I am, I'm just sewing the green things, and oh, this took forever. Oh, here's where I lost the plot. Yep. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. More Yaya stuff. I love my Yaya. Oh my gosh. If you ever have a chance to get a Burnett sewing machine, I would say definitely do it, especially B79. They're just like so worth it. And the embroidery module, oh, this is a special stitch that came pre-installed in my Yaya, and it's just so pretty. Oh my gosh, it works so well for Garden Party Mau Mau. But anyway, here is some of it all together, which is wonderful. I added this little gold leaf trim, and I think it really brings it together. And now I just have to do whatever this is because I am having fun. I didn't make a separate kimono for the green underneath, but I did hand sew a bunch of pearls onto my undershirt, which was like a whole situation because that thing kept sliding forever. I love trying on things like for the first time and filming it just so I can see how it looks. And as I'm usually in a Zelda shirt, it really worked. I loved this, as you can tell. My serger being a workhorse is, a constant for me. Oh, here's more hand sewing. Ugh. Anyway, bye. Hello! I am having friend time now. There is Heather, and there is Mika. So I'm here eating dinner. We leave for Colossalcon in exactly 1 week. And I still haven't finished Mau Mau. So I need to do that. Which it's not as bad con crunch as I usually do, so like that's good, and I never recommend con crunch to anyone. So I'm just gonna finish Mau Mau, and then I have to edit a video, and then I don't know what I'm gonna do. So I've tried 2 methods of making the obi belt, and the first one was just basically ribbons and a long rectangle with these ribbons on the side to hide the raw edges. And then I decided I hated it because it didn't close the way I wanted it to. So then I moved on to this much longer oblong belt that actually in one of these seams has about an opening about that big or so. And it makes the belt kind of go through it in a way that makes it look seamless. Yay! But yeah, I really want to have Mau Mau done for con, even though I haven't finished the second season of Apothecary Diaries yet, but I'm working on it. I went to Colossalcon last year with my husband, and this year it's a girls' trip, so we're going all like 5 days of it. And I am pumped because it's just gonna be so much fun. I haven't had a girls' trip in so long. It's gonna be great. Also, here's my 3D printed hairpin. I'm going to paint it silver and then just hopefully it sticks. I'll Mod Podge it and seal it, of course, but still. I just 3D printed it the other day and it looks pretty good. I have Princess Peach 2.0, and here's her multiple layers of skirts in the closet. So for Colossalcon, I have a star-studded lineup. Teehee. I make myself laugh. I have Mau Mau, I have Megara, and what else do I have? I think on like a chill day, Heather and I are gonna cosplay Kuromi and My Melody in like kimonos. Yeah, I haven't really thought that far ahead of what else I'm bringing. Recently, I ordered a Lucy Heartfilia cosplay, so I'm hoping that works. As long as I finish Mau Mau and I have Peach and Meg and My Melody, there's a lot of M's in this con. I might also wear my Yor to meet Yaya Han because I used Yaya Han fabric in Yor. But that requires me finding all the pieces of said Yor, which I don't know where they are. So there's that. To look on the horizon, I have a lot of cosplays that I want to make this year, as long as like some Portuguese outfits and some stuff for my new home. I am moving, so there's that. So expect many crash outs, I guess, of me moving things from one location to the next. And here's just a few things I want to make this summer. So in the summer, I usually have a lot of time just to sew and think and stuff. So this fabric right here is going to become my Breath of the Wild Zelda 2.0. I got this at the Joann's closing sale, and I got like 10 yards of it on 2 bolts. And then I have red also, which I got from the Joann's closing sale to line it. And the other bolt is somewhere, but there's also 10 yards of that. And it does take like almost 10 yards to make this with a train. Then I have this fabric for Annalise from Princess and the Pauper. I don't know if I'll actually end up making her this summer or next summer or like sometime in this winter when I'm like really snowed in, but she's coming. I also have this feathery fabric to make wings for either Hawk Girl or Princess Serenity. I don't really know what I want to work on first. I think I want to work on Serenity first, just because Serenity was one of the first cosplays that I made post-COVID, I think. That like I got photos in, and I just finished my Dress Up Darling, and that is the cutest little anime, by the way. And it just makes me think about how much I love this craft, and I haven't thought about how much I love this craft in so long, just because I have been so busy and stressed. So this is great. Life is good. So I feel like before I move, because I just told you I'm moving, so you know I'm moving, I feel like I need to give you a final tour of my haphazard craft room. So we're gonna do that now. So first of all, this is what it looks like right now. My next craft room is going to be painted pink because I am a pink girly. But this is what it looks like. This is what we're working with. Starting over here, I have my 2 boxes. This has clay in it, and this has my just random sewing notions in it. I have all of my sewing feet and some Cricut markers down in here. I have my tape dispenser, which I use like once a year, but it's cute because it's a cat. A cutter for foam. I have pins. I have markers. I have a trinket box. I have Jigglypuff. And then I have some more notions and measuring tapes and stuff right there. This is my prototype peach crown that I made before I made the other peach crown, and I didn't like this one as much, but yeah, it lives there now. This is my Cricut. That's ASMR. That's my Cricut cup. I have pins here. I have my sewing machine cleaner, which is just a makeup brush. I have different things like this to cut Cricut vinyl with. And then I have lighters and paintbrushes here. On the wall, I have Princess Peach, which I can't remember the artist, but I remember I got her from Final Boss Con when I guessed it. Which this is a picture of my sister and I when we were little. And then I have the Princess and the Pea Barbie. Now here's the hard part. This is the closet, and I've already kind of started moving things around to move in here. So I have like the fabric graveyard over here. Up here I have like a bunch of things that I never use, but I don't know if I'll need them. So I have like extra clay and extra paint and stuff like that. This no longer holds stabilizer, but this is mostly a resin drawer now. This holds TCG cards, which I turn into coasters, and then sprays and resin bottles. This is resin molds, clay cutters, and mixing cups, and it used to be stencils, but it's no longer. This used to be Randy's drawer, but it now holds my business cards, and it also holds trim. Down there is sketchbooks and paint palettes. And then this is my everything drawer, but it says masking tape, canvas, and paintbrushes. I have gems. I have my mini Cricut iron. I have my spool thread, a vacuum cleaner, and this is my resin UV light. And then back in here I have canvas, my embroidery software, and some diamond dots. In here I have some patterns that I use a lot or want to use a lot. I have Peach 1.0 for a different video. Well, at least the bodice. I have an everything box, another everything box, a pattern box, just like a bunch of boxes that I know what they hold, but no one else in their right mind would. I have a work in progress drawer. I have stuff that used to be for Draculaura and other projects that I just never finished. Well, I finished Draculaura, but I'm making another one. And then down here used to hold a bunch of paint, but I already kind of moved out that drawer. In this corner, I have cutting boards. I have a gift from my friend Heather. I have stuff I need to give my friends. And I have this, which is a pink tool chest, which I think is going to be very important later on in my crafting life, especially now that I'm accumulating tools. Next up here, we have my stuffed animal hammock and Zelda in all her glory. This was my grandma's rocking chair that's currently holding a Sakura doily, I guess, and then some Sanrio plushies. I also found this pillow at a thrift store, and it was too pretty to pass up. I have some trinket shelves, some more trinket stuff. I have this cart, which has mostly been moved out of, but it holds a lot of like boning stuff, a lot of paper cutting things, stencils, stuff like that. It even has like a little mini Dremel in here. Here are two of like my like smaller cuts of fabric. So everything in here is like 2 yards or less, but I reach for it a lot for like lining and stuff. This is my childhood favorite teddy bear. Her name is Purple Teddy. And this dress, my grandmother actually made her. Here's Strawberry Shortcake. They're both in chairs. I have this cat holding flowers. I have my Barbies up here. Over here, I have everything drawers, but it's mostly 3D printing stuff, paper products, tech accessories, and work in progress stuff. I have a TV to keep me company when Randy isn't home or when my friends aren't over. I have like this shelf of trinkets and Barbies and paint at the bottom. I have easel, which is currently being Rapunzel painted. Ignore Mau Mau on top of that, but underneath that Mau Mau, I have my Cricut Explore Air 2. This is where the magic happens, where I have most of my stuff. So as you can see here, this has anything from corset tools to excess needles to small canvas in it. So it's very important. But it also holds toys because I am just that person. There's trash, but assemblage of threads that I use for embroidery and sewing. I have my two lovely aprons my husband bought me here. I have my corkboard, my pegboard, which is not coming with me to the new house. I'm actually getting a pink one for the new house, I believe. I have two different mannequins of 2 different sizes. This one fits me, this one does not, but it fits my sister, so I'm keeping it. I have sewing as my therapy. I have 3 more Barbies. And then lastly, I have my embroidery module with my Yaya Han sewing machine. It's a Bernette B79, and she is a workhorse. And then I celebrate Baby Lock Serger, who is also a workhorse. And my favorite thing about her is she has jet air threading, which means you basically just like go whoop, and the thread goes whoop. That's my sewing room. At least for posterity's sake, I can look back at this video and be like, oh boy, I had a really cool sewing room here, even though I'm going to have like a better sewing room, I think, at my forever home. But like, it was really fun in here. I made a lot of cool stuff in here, like probably over like 20 cosplays. A lot of them I haven't even posted yet because it's like, There's something sacred about making things just for yourself, I've learned. And like I made a lot of D&D costumes or Ren Fair costumes, and I haven't been to many Ren Fairs, but it just makes me happy to know that I have those. And the cosplays I have made here have been very special. So that's cool. So that's my sewing room. At least for posterity's sake, I can look back at this video and be like, oh boy, I had a really cool sewing room here, even though I'm gonna have like a better sewing room, I think, at my forever home. But like, it was really fun in here. I made a lot of cool stuff in here, like probably over like 20 cosplays. A lot of them I haven't even posted yet because it's like, there's something sacred about making things just for yourself, I've learned. And like I made a lot of D&D costumes or Ren Fair costumes, and I haven't been to many Ren Fairs, but it just makes me happy to know that I have those. And even though they aren't really, they're cosplays, but they're Ren Fair cosplays, and I can't wait to wear them. And the cosplays I have made here have been very special, so that's cool. Anyway, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please consider liking, subscribing, commenting, everything like that you want to do. And consider following me on Instagram. It's going to be a great summer. Can't wait to share it with you guys. And as always, I hope you stay weird and stay awesome. This is Katwoman signing out before Colossalcon. Yay!